From the station working for you, this is Good Morning Indiana, streaming now.
Good morning to you and welcome to Good Morning Indiana. I'm Lauren Casey.
And I'm Megan Shen. It's 5 o'clock here on your Monday morning.
And I'm Rafael Sanchez with your headlines on this first day of February. A deadly shooting investigation involving Carmel police. Why investigators need your help figuring out what exactly happened.
A Central Indiana woman has been waiting since the summer to receive her unemployment benefits. We're live with a mistake she says had everything tied up.
Businesses of all types have been impacted by this pandemic. How two industries are working together to survive this new normal. But first, here at 501, I want to thank you for joining our team on Good Morning Indiana. We want to get right to Todd Clausen with our forecast for today. Todd, we know we have several school delays and closures this morning. Is anything coming down right now that we need to worry about?
You know, there's some light snow coming down. I wouldn't think that's probably enough to cause those school delays. Those school delays obviously left over from all the snow and that we saw when we went into the day on Saturday, and then yesterday we had some rain and snow. So most of that's just kind of left over. Visibility is reduced just a little bit, and there are some snow showers out there, but if these snow showers were really intense, we wouldn't be able to see off in the distance here from downtown to the north. Temperatures right now sit in the 20s and 30s across the area. 32 in Lafayette, 28 in Indy right now. And here's what's left on the radar picture, and it looks a lot worse than it is. This is just some light snow shower and flurry activity through the metro area. These darker shades here south of Connorsville and then just to the west of Richmond. Those snow showers are a little more potent, so you could pick up maybe a coating there in far eastern locations still, but that is just about it as we're finally starting to wind down with this storm system across the area. Once we get rid of the snow showers this morning, there could be a flurry this afternoon, but overall just cloudy skies, chilly today, as high temperatures are going to stay only in the upper 20s.
All right, Todd, thanks so much. Pretty quiet on the roads right now. We don't have any major crashes or delays to slow you down, but take a look at this view here of US 31. This is at Rangeline Road up in Carmel. You can see all the snow accumulating in the shoulder of the road and even on some of the lanes. There's some of them look like they could still have some slick spots out there. They have been treated though, so that is good news. Use caution as you're heading out the door this morning. I'd give yourself just a few extra minutes, even though we're not monitoring any crashes, just so you can take it a little bit slower this morning and not be in a rush. Now, keep in mind, we do have several school delays and closures. Dozens of area districts are deciding to delay or cancel classes today because of the road conditions. So Anderson schools, they're among those that are going to be closed this Monday, while Newcastle, Shenandoah schools, they're using an e-learning day. Western Boone, Tipton, and Lafayette schools are calling a 2-hour delay this Monday morning. These are just a few of the districts who've called into our newsroom this morning, and you can find that complete list of closings and delays right now on the WRTV app and the Storm Shield app. Rafael?
Now let's take you to Hamilton County, where Carmel police are asking anyone with evidence or information to please come forward as they investigate a deadly shooting in that jurisdiction. Officers were called to West Main Street near Spring Mill Road around 11:30 on Sunday morning on reports of a man threatening to harm himself. Now, when they arrived, officers could see and hear someone shooting out of a home. The suspect reportedly continued to fire shots after police evacuated that area. Investigators say he then raised a high-powered rifle towards officers, so they shot him. He was taken to the hospital where we're told he died.
It's a dangerous situation, but we train very vigorously in active threats, firearms. We do a lot of training. So when the time comes, we're not insulated from this. Something like this can happen anywhere, and we take great pride in being prepared for these types of incidents. We train very hard in order to address these safely and to keep our citizens safe.
Anyone with information potentially helping with the investigation is being asked to call this number. That's 317-571-2580. The Fishers Police Department is handling this case.
Time now is 5:04. A $29 million investment is hoping to bring more affordable housing to downtown and help rejuvenate the city's White River. Union at 16th is an affordable workforce housing project. It's geared towards families at 3 different median income levels. The community will consist of 159 apartments, and the new development will also have amenities like a playground, bike trail, and fitness center.
Clearly a shortage of affordable housing prior to the pandemic. And unfortunately, given the pandemic, it's just going to expedite the demand for additional affordable housing. What we look at from an investment thesis with our financial partners is what we call capture rate. And so how many people do we need to capture and ultimately to have a successful facility? And I will tell you on average, any investment with a 10% capture rate or below is a feasible project. The capture rate on this project came in at 0.8%, so below 1%. So it just obviously shows the tremendous demand and need for affordable housing in downtown Indianapolis.
For this idea, project managers are partnering with Youth Build Indy. That's an initiative providing low-income youth paid real-world experience while getting their high school diploma. Leasing is set to start within the next 2 to 3 months, Lauren.
And here, Megan, at 5:06, a reminder this morning to be careful in the snow on the roads and elsewhere, because on Sunday, Indianapolis firefighters were called to rescue a woman who fell and hurt herself while sledding. They used a rope to bring her back up a 40-foot slope. She was rushed to the hospital to have those injuries checked out. Raphael?
A mother is at odds with the state's unemployment system. WRTV's Kelsey Anderson is live with why that mother says her benefits are being delayed. Kelsey, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Raphael. Well, we spoke to a Cicero mother who says a simple mistake on her weekly voucher has left her without benefits since the late summer. So keep filing and wait. That's what Linda Cummings says she's been doing for months after she stopped receiving unemployment benefits in September. Cummins is a mother of 4, and she filed originally back in the spring after she was laid off from her job at a call center. Things, Cummins says, went smoothly until she says she accidentally checked off she receives disability on a weekly voucher in September. Cummins says she immediately reached out to explain the mistake, but she says the DWD told her to keep filing vouchers and wait.
She was like, well, the only thing you can do is wait for a claims investigator to call. They called mid-October, and on that voicemail she left me said that she needed to hear back from me within 24 to 48 hours or it was automatically denied. I left a message with someone. I never heard anything.
So Cummins says her savings is now gone, and WRTV reached out to the State Department of Workforce Development for comment on Cummins' situation, but was told by a spokesperson they won't comment due to privacy concerns. When asked for any information to pass along to folks who have believed they may have made a simple mistake like Cummins, the spokesperson pointed us to this webpage. One of the only relevant answers to the original question on this page is about filing weekly vouchers. So Cummins tells WRTV that she applied for pandemic unemployment assistance after DWD advised her to do so this week, but her claim was denied. She tells us she continues to wait to hear more on that appeal as that she filed in October. Reporting live, Kelsey Anderson, WRTV.
Kelsey, thank you. And as many small businesses struggle to stay afloat, some are getting help from local governments. From bookstores to boutiques to breweries, businesses across Noblesville are getting grants from the city. 45 local establishments received up to $10,000. It'll help them meet immediate needs like payroll, rent, or buying more PPE. Shauna Metzger is the owner of Little Bloomers Children's Boutique. She says the financial help gives her hope.
The grant gave me a sense of relief as to whether or not we'll be able to stay open. I know at least with the grant that we just got from the city, we'll be able to stay open for a few more months. I mean, it definitely will cover, a couple months of rent and utilities and things like that. So hopefully with the vaccinations and other things that are taking place, hopefully things will start looking up.
The application deadline for the second round of grants is closed. Businesses started receiving money this week.
Well, now to a sign of hope for the local economy. A new business plans to open up shop in downtown Indianapolis this year. Green District is a fast casual salad restaurant. Soon you can check it out at 28 Monument Circle. We talked with one of the owners about the fast growing chain and the decision to expand during this difficult time.
And this is by no means over at all. But what we want to do is cement ourselves in the places that is going to grow, that are going to come back. So again, whether that's this year, whether that's next year, Green District is going to be ready to really hone the market. We want to be the place, and everyone's aware of that. Green District has the best salads. We have the best food, the healthy options, and we're just a cool brand and lifestyle.
So Green District currently operates a franchise location at the Shops at Perry Crossing out in Plainfield. The downtown location is expected to open late spring or early summer. We know the pandemic has brought Hoosiers together, Raphael, like never before.
Our Troy Washington Lauren shows us how two industries have really merged to keep their laughter during these tough times. Troy, good morning.
All the world's a stage starts one of William Shakespeare's monologues. Well, two worlds have come together to thrive through the pandemic.
Here at Sterling Event Center in Greenwood, you can get hitched or you can get your fill of jokes watching one of the many comedy shows. Back when restrictions became the new normal, Gutty's Comedy Club was looking for a way to keep going while the Sterling Event Center was also looking to partner up and stay in business.
Here's the thing is we've been providing clean comedy here in Greenwood for about a year. And so we figured, you know what, we would survive if we can team up with someone that has the same, the venue and all that, the same that we do. So we were like, you know what, let's see if we can reach out to someone that has the same view as us or vision. With how do we provide this comedy for both worlds, those who want to stay home and those who actually want to go out and enjoy themselves.
The point of bringing this mic on this stage is to show people just how strong we are when we work together. Working for you, Troy Washington, WRTV.
All right, thank you there, Troy. We continue to deal with these snow showers making their way through central Indiana. Of course, we had the heavy snow that came in on a Saturday night. We had that quick burst at the onset of the precipitation that put down several inches across most of the area. The snow that we're dealing with this morning is just kind of that light snow, but it's been fairly persistent here through yesterday evening and then into the overnight hours. The real light white here, that's just a few flurries, but these darker shades here, I-74 in the Shelbyville area, and then back into Johnson County as you work your way close to I-65 there near Franklin, a little bit of a heavier snow shower. Same from Connorsville over towards Brookville. There's other snow obviously on the ground from over the weekend, so just give yourself some extra time on the roadways here this morning. But all these snow shower activities should shut down pretty quickly as this storm system continues to strengthen on the East Coast. It should start to rob us of the moisture and give us an opportunity to get a little bit of a break. But as the kids head off to school, some closures out there, lots of delays, so make sure you check on that. Temperatures today are not going to do a whole lot. As the kids come home, we're still looking at temperatures only in the upper 20s.
Todd, thank you so much. And as he said, parts of the Northeast are preparing for a major winter storm. Ahead this morning, how that storm is impacting travel right here in the Circle City.
And let's take a live look right now at traffic from our INDOT traffic camera. This is near Campus Parkway up on I-69. You can see traffic there is traveling smoothly both northbound and southbound. No delays right now to slow you down. We're keeping a close eye out for any slick spots. Any delays for your commute. We'll keep you updated on the other side of the break. Stick around.
The car you want, the way you want.
Welcome back to Good Morning Indiana. The TSA will start enforcing President Biden's mask mandate for passengers using mass transit. That's all starting tomorrow. The order applies to any form of public transportation that includes planes, buses, and rideshare programs. If you aren't wearing a mask, you can be denied boarding and also possibly face a civil penalty. Under the new mandate, the mask needs to have at least 2 or more layers of breathable fabric and fit snugly on your face.
Raphael, this morning, cities all along the Northeast are preparing for what could be the biggest snowstorm in years. That includes the Big Apple behind me, which could see more than a foot of snow. Road crews say they have more than 270,000 tons of salt on standby. In New Jersey, state officials have declared a state of emergency. Meanwhile, snow emergencies are in effect in Philadelphia and the Poconos, and Washington, D.C. is preparing for its first major snowstorm in more than 2 years. Woo.
And Megan, that storm that has canceled nearly 1,400 flights across airports in our country. That includes now some flights here in Indianapolis. FlightAware.com tracks flight cancellations and delays. And right now we can tell you about 8 flights are canceled out of Indianapolis. Those include flights to Newark, LaGuardia, Baltimore, and Washington, D.C. So if you're planning to head anywhere along the East Coast, you're asked to check with your airline before you make that trek out to the airport this morning, Todd. So it is busy, not as busy here here as it is where you're from, out on the East Coast.
Yeah,
though.
you know, no surprises out there with all those delays to the East Coast. The sweet spot here is going to be North Jersey, and then up into the Hudson Valley, and even back into far northeast Pennsylvania as far as the snow goes. And then going to be a lot of coastal flooding as well, up through Cape Cod and then into Long Island and the Jersey Shore as well. We're on the backside of this system. There are winter weather advisories that can go all the way back here into southeast Indiana, but those should expire, and those are due to some snow showers that'll be out there. So as you take to the roadways here this morning, what I noticed on my drive into work is if they had salt on the roads, they were pretty good in pretty good shape across the area. If they didn't see salt on some of the side roads, they weren't in as good a shape. So it's going to kind of look like this. This is a picture I took on the Monon a few years ago. If there's salt, the roads are clear. Otherwise, it's a pretty festive snow across the area. So some lingering snow showers this morning. There's a midweek warm-up with a storm that brings us some rain. But following that storm, it's going to be a pretty unpleasant weekend, I think, as we get into Saturday and especially Sunday as an Arctic blast of air heads our way. Definitely the coldest air we have seen so far this season. Outside right now, the snow showers continue across parts of the area. 28 degrees right now in the city. Feels like 17. The wind out of the north at 15 miles per hour, and temperatures anywhere you go are mainly in the 20s. There's a few 30s out there, and that is just about it. And as we work our way into the afternoon hours, our wind chill value is not going to really come up a whole lot from where they are right now in the teens and 20s. As we work our way throughout the course of the day today, temperatures just don't really move much at all. And as far as high temperatures go and your wind chill values, it's pretty much as you walk out the door this morning, the same it's going to feel later on this afternoon for you. And as far as the snow showers, they'll continue to diminish here throughout the morning hours, but there's still some decent snow showers here from Winchester back towards the Richmond area. But this will continue to wind down again as that storm system strengthens on the East Coast. As we go through the evening hours, we will see temperatures in the 20s, still holding pretty steady. And then for the overnight hours, going down into the teens and 20s with, again, the chance of a few flurries overnight, but no additional issues expected as far as any accumulating snow. And then for tomorrow, for Groundhog Day, we are looking at partly to mostly cloudy skies with temperatures only in the 20s. It's another chilly day. I mentioned the warm-up on Thursday up to 42 degrees. Could start off as a little bit of a wintry mix, but should go over to rain very quickly. And then back to some snow showers on Friday. But then there is Sunday, 13 degrees for the high temperature. Wind chills likely going to be well below zero. Lauren.
All right, Todd, thanks so much. Let's take a look at your commute this morning. Todd did mention that treating the roads made all the difference, and you can see that down here on I-65. This is at Stop 11 Road on the south side. You can see traffic there is traveling up to speed, both northbound and southbound. I'm not monitoring any major crashes or delays for your commute. Just give yourself that extra time, especially if you have some side streets as part of your commute, as those may be more snow covered this morning. And don't forget, before you send the kids out to the bus stop, to check the WRTV app or the bottom of your screen for school delays and closings. Raphael?
A good day to work from home. Lauren, thank you so much. The Black Lives Matter movement has been nominated for a 2021 Nobel Peace Prize. Here are the details. A member of the Norwegian parliament made that nomination on Saturday, praising Black Lives Matter for bringing a new awareness of racial justice. Now, proponents say this is very similar to when Dr. King was nominated for that prize 50 years ago. An estimated 20 million Americans have taken part in Black Lives Matter protests, and millions more have made their voices heard globally. Now, today is the deadline for submission for the Nobel Peace Prize. The nominating committee should have released a shortlist sometime in March.
Raphael, thank you. Central Indiana turned into a weekend winter wonderland. Coming up, how officers in one community found time to enjoy it. Stay with us. That's right after the break.
WRTV.
Welcome back. We're getting a check of traffic at 5:25 on your Monday. This is a live look on the west side, I-465 and Rockville Road. Traffic there is traveling smoothly, and the interstates and Rockville Road there looking pretty clear from snow. So that is good news for drivers who travel through that area. Of course, we'll keep a close eye on things and keep you updated throughout the morning.
Lauren, thank you so much. Another wintry weather mess across central Indiana. And Megan, as I woke up this morning, Mrs. Sanchez will expect me to shovel once again. Plenty of snow outside the front door, just over there. when she gets up in an hour. So I'm going to be shoveling right during the commercial break.
Oh, almost enough snow to be able to use a snowblower, Raphael. Yeah. Take a look at this. While officers had their fair share of crashes and slide-offs to respond to, at least one group of officers found the chance to enjoy the snow. These Avon officers took a break from their patrol when they came across a perfect opportunity for a snowball fight. Avon police say officers Hollingsworth, Diebold, Ellsbury, and Richards were clearly outmatched. You could see them throwing a couple snowballs with kids in the community. And thanks to Rachel Stone for sharing this video on Facebook. I don't know, Tom, maybe we should have a GMI snowball fight or something. Right. Socially distanced. Right?
All right, you guys better prepare yourself.
I'm ready.
Better prepare yourself. It was good packing snow for a snowball fight in Snowman. It was a heavy, wet snow across the area. The snow we're dealing with this morning, and it's not a whole lot. It's more just some very light snow showers, a little more on the fluffier side of things. And the snow shower is probably not intense enough to cause a lot of additional damage. I think most of the issues that we have out there as far as the roads and school delays is just left over from what we had over the course of Saturday and Sunday. Just lots of clouds, an occasional snow shower or flurry here throughout the morning hours. Temperatures in the mid-20s, and not much changes here throughout the afternoon as we only get back up to right around 30 degrees. Plenty more weather, traffic, and your news headlines coming up at the bottom of the hour. Stay with us. We're back in just a couple minutes.
WRTV. From the station working for you, this is Good Morning Indiana, streaming now.
Now at 5:30, at odds with unemployment, how one mistake for a local woman has cost her her benefits since last summer.
And the pandemic has had a dramatic impact on performers. Working for you, how groups are working together to bring laughter during these very difficult times.
And it is the first day of February, a brand new month and some brand new snow falling in the overnight hours. Let's get right to Todd Klaas. And Todd, we know we have more than 80 school delays and closings this Monday.
Yeah, I think a lot of that is left over from the snow that we saw on Saturday, and then yesterday we had some snow showers. And there's still a few snow showers that are out there, and you need to be careful on the roadways as you get going here throughout the day today. But here's a live look in Bloomington, and you can see no snow showers down here in Monroe County. Snow on the ground from over the weekend, but there are some snow showers that are out there, the heaviest of which are here on the far eastern portion of the state right now, stretching just to the west of Richmond. So that does include I-70 there. Some visibilities could be reduced and stretching up towards Winchester as well. And then we have a few flurries in and around the metro area. And that's really just about it. And things are starting to wind down as this storm system strengthens on the East Coast, where there are flight cancellations already from Indianapolis to many locations off to the east, so make sure you check with your airline if they haven't alerted you as of yet. Temperatures this morning are sitting in the upper 20s to low 30s. Temperatures today just not really going to do much at all. We're stuck with the 20s throughout much of the morning hours with a few flurries here or there, but overall just cloudy skies. Eventually we get up to right around 30 later on this afternoon. And temperatures this week, they're going to be up and down here as far as highs go. We'll talk more about that coming up in Maine weather in just a few minutes.
All right, Todd, thank you so much. Now, because of the weather, dozens of area school districts are either canceling or delaying classes this morning. We have 83 right now. That includes Anderson Community Schools, Northwest Hendricks, and Muncie Community Schools. You can find the complete list right now at the WRTV News app and also on our website, WRTV.com. And it's because of the road conditions, so let's take a look out there right now from our INDOT traffic camera. This is I-74 near Franklin Road to our southeast. You can see the interstate there. Looks like it's pretty clear from snow. Watch out for any slick spots, especially on side streets and the streets around your home. Of course, we'll keep you updated if there are any crashes to slow you down, but right now things are smooth sailing. Megan?
Lauren, thank you. Now to the latest on COVID-19. Indiana is continuing to report less than 3,000 cases a day over the weekend. The State Department of Health reporting more than 2,300 cases on Saturday and 1,750 on Sunday. Less than 50 new deaths were also reported. Only 5 of those were confirmed on Sunday. 1,433 Hoosiers died from the virus in January. That is a welcome sign, though, compared to both November and December. Starting today, crowd restrictions will be eased across most of Indiana. If a county's COVID risk is at the red or orange level, capacity at social gatherings and events can be up to 25%. If a county's risk level is yellow, capacity can reach 50%, and 100% capacity capacity is possible if a county is in the blue zone, which none are at this point in time. Social distancing, masks, and other safety precautions are still required. Counties, cities, and towns still have the option to make their guidance more strict. That has been the case in Marion County throughout the entire pandemic. Raphael?
The Hamilton County Health Department is moving its vaccine clinic to a much larger building as it plans to get more doses of the vaccine in the coming weeks. Today, that clinic will move from the annex building to the exhibition hall at the 4-H Fairgrounds in Noblesville, which is 6 times bigger. Signs will be displayed to help people get to the right place. Officials say Hamilton County was originally allotted 800 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine per week. They expect that number to double by mid-February. As a reminder, right now in our state, anyone age 70 and older, long-term care residents, first responders, and healthcare workers are eligible for the vaccine. You can register at the website ourshot.in.gov or by calling 211. Remember, supply is limited, so appointments are not guaranteed.
Lauren, a mother is questioning why her unemployment benefits have stopped.
That's right. Our Kelsey Anderson joins us live with her problem with the state payments, rather. Kelsey, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Lauren. So keep filing and wait. That is what a Cicero woman has been doing for months after one mistake on her weekly voucher left her without benefits since late summer. Linda Cummins is a mother of 4, and she filed originally back in the spring after she was laid off from her job at a call center. Things, Cummins says, went smoothly until she says she accidentally checked off she receives disability on a weekly voucher in September. Cummins says she immediately reached out to explain the mistake, but the DWD told her to keep filing her vouchers and wait in late October. Cummins says she sent an appeal, but it wasn't until December the DWD acknowledged that appeal.
Just a sad situation overall, and I know I am not the worst off by any means. It's just frustrating. Such a simple mistake. And here we are.
Cummins says her savings is now gone. So WRTV reached out to the State Department of Workforce Development for comment on Cummins' situation, but was told by a spokesperson they won't comment due to privacy concerns. When asked for information to pass along to folks who believe they have made a simple mistake like Cummins, the spokesperson pointed us to this webpage. One of the only relevant answers to the original question on this page is about filing weekly vouchers. So Cummins tells WRTV that she applied for a pandemic unemployment assistance after DWD told her to do that this week, but her claim was declined. She says she continues to wait for more information about the appeal that she filed in October. Reporting live, Kelsey Anderson, WRTV.
Kelsey, thank you so much. As you know, Hoosiers are pulling together during this pandemic. Our Troy Washington shows us how one partnership is using a dose of laughter to make the situation better. Troy?
All the world's a stage starts one of William Shakespeare's monologues. Well, 2 worlds have come together to thrive through the pandemic.
And what's your title? The old guy. Oh, he's sick. We should laugh.
Even when they aren't trying to be funny, the jokes have a way of sneaking in with these comedians. At Gutty's Comedy Club, it's about good, clean fun and laughter.
If you're hanging out with your friends, right, and you're not cracking jokes and doing things, it's not as fun. You know what I mean? So comedy is as minor and micro that is, it's still important. It's still important through all of this because it's for your mental health. It's important for your physical health too as well. It's scientifically proven that when you laugh, it gives you it's almost like medicine.
And I think we can all agree right now, laughter does soothe the soul, especially with all the pandemic has thrown at Hoosiers. Right now, it's a little bit more difficult to find those funny things. But Gutty's Comedy Club was determined to keep the good times rolling. And that's why they teamed up with the Sterling Event Center in Greenwood.
So we're here to accommodate them, whatever they want.
As we all look for a reason to celebrate, the Sterling Event Center is still doing birthdays, weddings, and helping people create those memories even during the pandemic. In fact, they are really busy right now planning weddings.
We have a bridal suite and we have a groom's room, and I have several different arches that the girls can pick, and I decorate them to their colors. and they get married up here on stage.
When weddings aren't going on here on the stage, comedy shows are.
We were like, look, we have the entertainment. We know how to bring a great show. We bring clean comedy to the show. So if anything, it would be ideal to be able to team up with you guys.
The point of bringing this mic on this stage is to show people just how strong we are when we work together. Working for you, Troy Washington, WRTV.
As you're making your plans, know this, the Sterling Center says it's following all current restrictions and COVID-19 guidelines. Lauren?
Well, Raphael, as we kick off February, you're encouraged to climb stairs this month for a good cause. The annual Bop to the Top event at the One America Tower is virtual this year due to COVID-19. Instead of climbing the stairs at the tower, participants are asked to climb as many stairs as they want for as many minutes as they can, or you can also run, you can walk a 5K. The money goes to benefit families like Luke Jackson's. Through Riley Children's Foundation, Luke was diagnosed with Crohn's disease in first grade. He spent a week at Riley, and now he goes back several times a year for treatment.
Mainly because without them, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I might be in the hospital right now. I wouldn't be here. I don't know where I would be without them.
Just trying to get that message out there that there's a lot of people that have these invisible illnesses that you can't see from the outside, but that doesn't mean that someone's not, fighting a battle within. We really emphasize the importance of kindness.
So Luke is able to play lacrosse and attend school in person. He attends events like Dance Marathon just to share his story and to help give back to Riley. You can register for Bop to the Top at tuxbro.com. Always a great cause there. All right, Todd, we are bopping around in some snowy weather this week. What do you got for us?
It's going to be kind of an up and down week. We don't have a lot more snow going forward in the forecast this week, but our temperatures are what are going to be bopping up and down here throughout the week and into the weekend today. Temperatures hold pretty steady throughout the day. It's a chilly day, upper 20s to low 30s across the area with a few flurries and snow showers this morning. But by this afternoon, probably just mostly cloudy skies. And what you see here in the metro area, that's basically just some flurries, nothing significant or nothing that's going to hamper the roads on top of what we have down there already. And this little band of snow is a little more potent. So from Brookville to Connorsville to just west of Richmond and then up towards the Winchester area, that could put down a quick coating of additional snowfall. So if you're in that area, traveling to that area, just be aware of that. Thursday, we jump up to near 40 degrees, and then look, by Sunday, the chart goes off of the map here, and that's not good because you see this thing there that says 20 degrees. We're not even going to get to 20 degrees on Sunday as we get our first real big push. Some very, very chilly air. More on that coming up in just a few minutes.
Brr. All right. Thank you, Todd. Well, more than 100 million Americans are under winter storm alerts this morning as the East Coast braces for a powerful nor'easter. Coming up, how some areas are preparing for up to 10 inches of snow.
And today marks the beginning of Black History Month. A look at a local event that aims to educate and entertain. You're watching WRTV on this Monday morning.
As little as $5 per month.
Welcome back to Good Morning Indiana. The time right now is 5:45, and we're keeping a close eye on traffic. This is a live look up in Boone County at I-65, a view here near State Road 39, where traffic on the interstate is traveling up to speed. Just be aware if you live and travel around Boone County, the sheriff's office did tweet out about a crash on State Road 32 near 600 West. They say that road is down to one lane at this time, and avoid the area and give them plenty of space to clear up that crash if possible. We'll continue to keep a close eye on your roads throughout this Monday, and remember to check school delays and closures at the bottom of your screen. Megan.
Lauren, thank you. The National Weather Service says the worst is yet to come for states across the Northeast. Here's a live look at New York. It looks like it's Times Square. You can see the snow there. It's expected to get between 8 to 12 inches of snow today, Raphael. And winter storm emergencies have been declared from Pennsylvania all the way to Massachusetts.
Of course, our Todd Clausen has been tracking that winter storm as it barrels to the East Coast. ABC's Kenneth Moten, though, reports that the big snowfall is expected to fall between northern New Jersey and the New York Hudson Valley.
This morning, 110 million Americans are in the storm zone as a powerful nor'easter barrels up the coast. For some areas, it's the biggest snowstorm in years.
Putting everyone on alert, please make To the maximum extent you humanly can, make alternative plans for Monday right now.
Forecasters are warning of treacherous conditions across much of the Northeast through tomorrow, with some locations north and west of New York City facing blizzard-like conditions and up to 2 feet of heavy snow, along with potential power outages and flooding along the coast.
It's going to be the duration of this storm that really is the killer as far as snow amounts go. We may see blizzard conditions at times here, strong winds, coastal flooding, and northwest of that low is where we'll see the heaviest precipitation, not ending until late in the day on Tuesday.
New York City public schools are switching to remote learning today. COVID vaccination appointments are being rescheduled, and for those who do go out, road crews are busy spreading 270,000 tons of salt.
We will be loud and we will be present.
A state of emergency has been declared in New Jersey. Snow emergencies are also in effect in Philadelphia and Boston. Nearly 1,000 flights in the region already canceled.
We're not even hoping for the best anymore. We're just preparing for the worst.
More than 250 crashes reported in Virginia alone. This fire truck flipped over on a slippery road. No serious injuries reported. In Washington, D.C., the first significant snowfall in nearly 2 years, drawing hundreds of people to the National Mall for a massive snowball fight.
Being able to come out here like this and have fun and get out for a little bit after being trapped inside for a while, it's great.
And at the National Zoo, giant pandas are melting hearts with this snowy day video, sliding down a hill head first, belly up. Kenneth Moten, ABC News, New York.
I just love that video. It's the second time we see it. And the fact that he's going down backwards, they don't get a ton of snow there in Washington, D.C., so Panda's got to take advantage as well. All right, here in central Indiana, we saw snow anywhere from around an inch to some of you picked up 6-7 inches of snow in northern locations. And we still have a few snow showers out there right now, but one of the ways you can identify how strong your snow showers are, if they're present in your area, is by the visibility. And here's the view from IMS looking back towards downtown Indianapolis. So you can see the skyline. So there's a few flurries out there, but at least in downtown visibility, not an issue for us here this morning, as most of the snow showers have moved out of the metro area. 27 in Martinsville right now. Bloomington's at 29, 28 in Muncie, and 28 in Indy as well. I know it's showing up a little bit here on radar, but this is overdoing it. This is nothing more than a few flurries, and that is just about it. There is one little heavier band of snow right along the state line with Ohio over towards the Richmond area, up towards Winchester. That could put down maybe a coating, but overall, things are starting to finally wind down here as far as any accumulating snow. I think there's the chance of a flurry or two at any point throughout the remainder of the day, but that should be just about it. Temperatures today, not really going to do a whole lot. We're in the upper 20s right now in many locations. That's where we stay, 28 in Kokomo, as well as Logansport. It feels cooler than this, though, because we have that northwesterly wind that's in place. 28 right now in Anderson. About 29, 30 in Indianapolis, as well as Martinsville and Shelbyville today. And then high temperatures right around freezing from Bloomington to Bedford over into the Seymour area. Overnight tonight, mostly cloudy skies, goes down into the teens in many locations, especially where we have the thicker snowpack that is on the ground. So be aware of that. And then as we work our way into the day tomorrow, it's Groundhog Day. We'll see if he sees his shadow, hoping for maybe some clouds so we don't have 6 more weeks of winter, but never trust that groundhog anyway. Nonetheless, temperatures tomorrow right around 30 degrees with definitely more clouds than sunshine as we work our way into the afternoon hours. Going forward in this forecast, we've had a pretty decent winter so far. We haven't had a ton of snow, and we haven't had any temperatures that have been extremely abnormal. We've been pretty seasonable. That is about to change. We're going to get into our first real blast of Arctic air as we head into the weekend. There's a storm we have to get through on Thursday before that happens, but that's going to be mainly rain for us. But by the time we get to the weekend, we're looking at high temperatures that are only going to be in the single digits to low teens, and that is not even factoring in the wind. When you do factor in the wind, we're looking at wind chill values that will be well below zero. So you have several days to kind of prepare yourself mentally for that and, kind of get ready for this Arctic blast. But there you see it, Saturday 28, by Sunday a high temperature of only 13 degrees. Lauren.
All right, Todd, thanks so much. Let's take a look right now at your commute as you're heading out the door this morning. Here's I-65 and Keystone Avenue, a little south of the downtown area. You can see traffic there is moving along up to speed. The interstate here is wet. Snow is off in the shoulders. Just use caution on the ramp systems and any side streets that haven't been treated this morning. They may be slick. And don't forget to check the school delays and closures at the bottom of your screen and on the WRTV mobile app. We have more than 80 so far this morning, Megan.
Lots of action. Thank you, Lauren. Well, today kicks off Black History Month following months of historical events. Although people won't be able to gather in person this year, there are plenty of virtual events to participate in. On Saturday, the Smithsonian Anacostia Community Museum in Washington, D.C. will host an online panel. It'll kick off an exhibition opening that's dedicated to Black men throughout history. And there will also be plenty of book releases that highlight the lives of Black women and men over the years.
Here at home, families will get a chance to speak to the artists who worked on that Black Lives Matter mural on Indiana Avenue near the downtown area. This Thursday, the Children's Museum of Indianapolis is hosting the artists for its first Thursday event as part of Black History Month. They'll be discussing their part in the mural on Indiana Avenue. The museum's visiting artist, Israel Solomon, he painted the second T in the mural. We talked to him about the message that he hopes families will take away from this event.
We all used our voice in our own way to create one piece of art with a strong message. And I hope that the youth and the families are inspired to use their voices in the same way. Is it through art? Maybe. Is it through social media? Maybe.
The fact that we have access to these incredible artists that are so passionate about Black history and the Black Lives Matter movement, we just thought, what a better, there's no better way to engage children and families with this incredible learning opportunity.
So keep this in mind. The museum is still at reduced capacity and the event is expected to sell out. So make sure to secure your tickets early. Families must make reservations ahead of time.
So, Raphael, top NFL players were not able to have their traditional Pro Bowl matchup this year due to COVID-19, but that didn't stop one Colts player from holding his own game. We'll have that video for you just after the break. Stick around.
Right now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Indiana. We're keeping a close eye on your roads on this Monday. Here's a look from our live drive vehicle. Photographer Shay Goodpaster in the driver's seat, and this is a dash cam view as he's traveling eastbound on 70, leaving the downtown area, heading towards the east side. We know we have more than 100 school delays and closures this Monday morning due to the road conditions out there. So just check the WRTV app before you head out there. That includes areas to our east and out in Hancock County. So again, if you have kids in those districts, you'll want to check that before you send the kids out to the bus stop, Megan.
Lauren, thank you, and shout out to Shay. And the Pro Bowl on Sunday was all virtual, Raphael, with a Madden matchup online and player recognitions.
So let me break out the official Colts flag right here. We go. That did not stop Colts linebacker Darius Leonard from suiting up for a game of his own.
Check. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Yes, sir.
Yep, the maniac posted this video of himself in his AFC Pro Bowl gear, running the defense in his yard. He even gets a 6-pick complete with a spike, and of course, a dance celebration choreographed by our very own Todd Clausen, who is our master dancer here on Good Morning Indiana. Come on, Todd, show us those moves. You got it. You got it, Todd. Come on.
You're spreading false rumors here, Raphael. I have no moves like that anywhere in this body. Trust me. You can trust me. All right, outside right now, temperatures are in the 20s, and we're dealing with a few lingering snow showers across parts of the area. They look worse than they are on radar. There's this one little band on the eastern side of the state that has a little more oomph, and it could put down a quick coating, but what you see in the metro area there is basically just a few flurries. Hard to believe, first day of February, mostly cloudy skies. You'll see a few flurries here off and on throughout the day today. Temperature's pretty chilly, not really going to do much at all. We'll only get back up to right around 30 degrees later on this afternoon. We're right back here at the top of the hour. Good Morning Indiana. Stay with us. We'll see you then.